Hey guys, what's better, a two-door Jeep or a four-door Jeep? There's a lot of different metrics to look at. This angle is called the breakover angle, and it's the most important metric when buying a Jeep. You find the breakover angle by connecting the wheel to the middle here and extending it, and the wheel to the middle here and extending it. A lot of people are familiar with the approach angles like this and the departure angles like this. The approach angle is how steep can you climb up without hitting your bumper. And the same thing, the departure is when you're going down, how steep can you go without hitting your back bumper. But I don't know if people are as familiar with breakover angles, so let's talk about it. If you need to drive your Jeep over a giant triangle like this, how would it do? Well, we can measure these two angles, A and B, and if we add them together, we get something we can compare to our breakover angle. In this case, the 55.4 degrees is larger than the breakover for both of these vehicles. So if we try to drive up this triangle, we're going to get stuck. So if I had one of these vehicles, I would not try to drive over this triangle. Now let us look at another scenario. Let's bring back our A and B, but now let's have them add up to the 27.8 degrees. That is the breakover angle of a two-door Jeep. And that leaves for the peak of the triangle 152.2 degrees. So let's try to drive over this triangle in our two Jeeps. Oh, this one is going to get stuck. It's going to teeter-totter on the top of the triangle, whereas the two-door Jeep had no problem going over it. Now let's try another triangle. And once again, let's look at angles A and B, and let's make them add up to the same thing as the breakover angle of a four-door Jeep Wrangler. And that means the angle at the top of the triangle is going to be 157.4 degrees. And in this case, both Jeeps will clear the triangle. And this is why breakover angles are so important. It lets you know how steep of a triangle you can drive over without getting stuck. How exciting.